Come one, come all. Come one, come all. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? It's eerily quiet in this menu right now. But let's get Beal. Oh, Dan is here. Oh, that's right. I've got this muted, don't I? That's why it's quiet. Let's do a quick check on what all these do. Okay, we know that we've got that as a reminder. That felt really loud. Maybe it wasn't. I guess that's about good level.
We pop out at your.
There's the throwback. Okay. Just been a while since I used this, so getting refreshed. Didn't know I had that. Good to know for later. Forgot I had that. Good to know for later. There's more, but we don't need to do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another playoff matchup, divisional round, NFC Championship. I'm going to raise the mic up here nice and close. Wife sleeping upstairs. Okay, so, I'm not going to try to get too loud, but we're going to get intimate. We're going to bring the energy. If I'm close here like this, we can all hear. We can all have fun. Listen. See this? It's a thick pour. It's a thick pour ready to go. Okay? As here we are, ladies and gentlemen, kickoff is underway. San Francisco 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks will kick the ball off here to the 49ers. Let me go full screen for you boys. Webster gonna return this. Just go ahead and take the knee. Interesting matchup here, though. We've got Morty, who out of town, right, for a good portion. Let me turn the game down just a little bit. Morty out of town for a good portion. Met up across the pond, if you will, with Phil, and still found his way into the playoffs. Allen, the number 1 seed, started off. Always McCaffrey opens up this game with a banger. But Allen, who started off his BL career, at least this cycle, a bit rough, but has found his way into the 1 seed, has really built this roster into something special. But we'll see what this game holds. Give me your predictions in the chat. And we're going to ride into Valhalla here. That handoff to McCaffrey goes nowhere. 2nd and 11. We've got McMillan here. Under center, single back look. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, with Kittle on the right as well. Takes a snap. Nothing really open. Risky throw to Ayuk there by McMillan. Game's still a little loud, so we'll turn that down a little bit. If I were to give my take on this, I think this is going to be a close one, and I think Allen just edges it out. I think maybe Allen wins by a field goal. If I were to bet a field goal or a touchdown would be my guess. As that's going to be a pass. McMillan to Debo, not enough. 4th and 4. Big decision right here. No man's land. First drive of the game. Dan, same thing. I think Allen wins, but Morty will make it tough. Playoff games. Then I can't agree more. That's kind of my feel, my sentiment on this. I think it's a somewhere between a field goal touchdown game. It's a 1-score game. I think. What that score is, I'm not sure just yet. Not the best drive or start for the 49ers there, though. Couple good plays, but not able to get much. We know Allen, one of the more aggressive blitzers in the league. We didn't see it much on that drive as he didn't really need to do it. But now the Seahawks, led by Justin Fields, take the offensive side of the field here. Morty, another guy that often plays very kind of, that's going to be a bomb to DK Metcalf. Metcalf catches it. 50 yards to open the game for the Seahawks. But Morty, another one of these guys that plays very unconventionally, offense and defensive side of the football, going to do just things that you're not ready for, which can be tricky at times. That time, though, Allen just I think puts DK in a fade. Liked what he saw on the matchup and finds him right in between the safety and the corner. It was cover 6, but kind of played like a cover 2 there. And the safety just didn't get over there in time, able to kind of hit that really perfectly. Great read, as that's going to be run by Achane. Achane decleated. 3-yard rush. Dan here, only one chatting right now. That's fine. My feelings are only a little hurt. Who else we got here? Lucky here. Cloud here. Myself on my laptop, and I'm not sure who the others are. Maybe some bots. Justin Fields and the Seahawks shotgun set. Does a little motion there, I believe. Not much open. Gonna throw a risky one. DK Metcalf. Oh, I thought he got his feet in bounds, but 3rd and 7. I tell you what, that would have been a heroic play by the big man DK. Not able to bring it down. I mean, that was just definition of kind of, throwing a ball to your big receiver, clicking on and trying to make a play. Dan, that might be one that you challenge, right? I mean, that might be one you hit pause and you just give it a look, but looks like Allen's moving on to the next play, 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap. Goes quickly to the angle route. A Cody special with Cody in the booth. Achane picks up the first down. 1st and 10. Right now the Seahawks driving with ease. But really that's, on the shoulders of a 50-yard catch by DK Metcalf. Justin Fields, handoff to Achane. Achane, all sorts of room and all sorts of speed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Seahawks with an impressive drive right there. Exactly what the doctor ordered. You come out, you kick the ball off. I'm not sure. I'm assuming, these days I just assume everyone defers to the second half. But you come out, you stop the Seahawks on their you stop the 49ers on their first drive, and then you go get points, 7-0. You are in the driver's seat now of really the way this game will go. You can dictate it with a bunch of, really just smart decision making, smart plays. But let's see if the 49ers have an answer. McMillan here, under center, heavy set, I form. Gonna be a throw. Gonna quickly go to Ayuk. Good read of the user there, and wisely probably goes down. Don't need to take a hit there when there's about 4 Seahawks defenders in your face. If you guys are wondering, Cody, what are you doing right now? Why are you not paying attention? Okay, I might be throwing a bet in right now. Okay, guys, I might be. Is that's going to be a toss split in McCaffrey. McCaffrey needs one man to miss, and he gets a block down the field by Kittle. Does he have the speed? Bradbury chasing him down. He tries to juke. Oh, he breaks one. He fumbles it. Oh, Lord. What a play by the offensive lineman. A lot of heart, a lot of fight. Those are the types of plays that you need out of your team, right? Those are the types of plays. Who's that? Hall chasing that down, not giving up on the play. Could have been a big momentum shifter in that. Special plays, special players. Shout out Sketch. Hand off McCaffrey. McCaffrey right off the fumble. Probably kissing his offensive lineman on the mouth. Okay, 1 second. I'm putting a bet in now. I will call this play, I promise. Hand off McCaffrey, all sorts of room. Fights forward. Oh, brought down at the 1 yard line, but great run and blocking there by McCaffrey and the Niners. Okay, there we go. That's in. All right, shotgun, 3rd and goal. Switching his play up here. Maybe going to a different RPO look. Handoff, my goodness, gets absolutely swallowed up. I don't know if that was inside. Does he have inside stuff? Or was that just, you know, just an immense amount of pressure coming through the center there? Regardless, Allen with a beautiful response. It looked like Morty was going to score there on that drive, and the Seahawks able to hold him to 3. If the Seahawks can go down and get a touchdown here, they are. I think that is the recipe to beat Morty, right? I think Morty's one of these guys that if you let him hang around, he's going to make plays. As Gonzalez is going to take this out of the end zone, there's room. Oh, and what a tackle! I was at 50 there. I mean, that was a touchdown-saving tackle. A lot of room right there. But Morty's one of these guys that if you let him hang around, I think he'll find a way to win, right? We saw that in the game with Alex. Alex just wasn't able to ever put him away. But I think if you're Allen here, you go up 14-3. I think you're in a really comfortable position. But we'll see what happens. Justin Fields under center. Oh, a lot of blocking here. Achane. Oh, not able to bounce off there. You know, he tried to follow his block and not able to get outside the. Like he probably wanted to, but regardless, a big run for a first down, about 11, 12 yards, I believe. Could have been more. So that's going to be an RPO to DK Metcalf, already very active in this game, gets deleted. Justin Fields, 3 for 4 for 75 yards. Drake Jackson, no inside stuff, but leads the league in sacks. Wow, as an interior rusher, huh? Impressive. Justin Fields, shotgun snap, empty. Great navigating the pocket and finds Noah Fant. Does he have the speed? He does! Touchdown, Seahawks! Allen right now cruising his way. Just doing really whatever he wants. Just moving the ball with ease. Playing defense at a top-notch quality. 14-3 in the first quarter. The 49ers are going to have to dial up a touchdown here, I think, for confidence, for momentum, for, you know, I just think you need a good drive here for 7, right? Whether that's one big play, whether that's a long sustainer and you tie this up, or you make this 14-10, you don't tie it up, but you make this 14-10. I don't think you can go away punting this or taking a field goal, but McCaffrey gonna break one tackle, jukes another, breaks another. Oh my gosh, Christian McCaffrey, the best running back in the league. Does he have the speed? He will do it. Speak of the devil, Morty responds. I mean, you heard me say it. The 49ers and Morty needed a response, and Christian McCaffrey said, let me do my best Drew Lock impression. Like, let me put my backpack on real quick. I mean, what a phenomenal play. As Sketch would say, special plays, special players. Special plays, special players. It's kind of commentary you get out of me at 10 o'clock with poor Bourbon. Gonzalez going to return this one. Morty kicks one. Oh, decleated. Morty kicks this one into the corner maybe after the return scare that he got on the last one. You've brought the quiet energy. I love it. That's what we do. Can't necessarily scream. That would be the death of Cody. If he got exceptionally loud. You would see me murdered live on stream, which may be good for the views. And Justin Fields handoff. Devin Achane been active in this game. DK Metcalf and Devin Achane really been the majority of the Seahawks offense outside of the one big play by Noah Fant. Able to get 6 yards. Didn't see who that injury was. Man, go get over it. Blackbird. Justin Fields, quick throw to Achane. Achane again doing what he's done all game long, picking up chunks and chunks of yards. So far, Morty just really struggling defensively, it feels. Just doesn't have much of an answer for what Allen's trying to do. Hand off. Landers. First down. I'm assuming that's a either rookie or second year backup running back. But again, I just think Morty's kind of scrambling a little bit. Doesn't look super confident on what he's doing defensively. Like he's calling audibles, getting kind of shifting guys around. Again, I talked about this earlier. You know, Morty is definitely one of the more kind of unconventional guys in this league. You know, like he's not gonna just line up and do what everybody else does. But right now, it seems that's kind of hurting him a little bit. Great usering there. Does find Achane. Achane gets tackled for a 5-yard gain. Still, Seahawks moving the ball fairly well. I think it would help tremendously if Morty could find a way to get, you know, a decent stop on first down. Doesn't have to be monumental. Like could he get the Hawks into a 2nd and 7, a 2nd and 8? I don't know if that's a blitz or what it may be, but right now, I mean, again, that's stopped just short of the first, you know, of the line to gain. But again, the Seahawks just moving with ease. I mean, that ball might as well be a first down. I mean, look at that line. Holy crap. Seahawks go no huddle, though. How aggressive is Morty here? Oh, too many. Oh, that is a mental mistake you can't have right there. You just wiped out your 2nd down play, 3rd and 5. Can Morty capitalize? Third and 5. Big play here for the 49ers. Going to be an RPO. Can it get snuffed out? No, it can't. Is Michael? I'm going to go with Mikel. Able to pick up a big gain there to get a first down as J.C. Horn almost able to get back there, but just kind of overcommitted. I don't know if that was Horn on that side or if he was the one to make the tackle, but the DB overcommitted just a little bit, kind of got himself out of the play. Handoff, Achane. Achane rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, 4 yards. Again, though, feels like every time the Seahawks, you know, snap the ball on offense, they're getting at least 4 yards. This time, this drive for sure, it's been a little bit more difficult. It hasn't been as easy as the first 2 drives. So give credit to Morty and the Niners here for sure. But there's no doubt about it that the Seahawks are just, and that's just a great, like, that's great for the confidence, when you're playing a game and you just feel like no matter what you do, it's going well, but a big stop there. Perfect defensive play call in that moment, and an interesting no huddle here. I don't know if I love that. Feels like maybe a frustration call. Morty, though, maybe staying in the same defensive look like what he had there. We saw this type of play earlier from Allen, where he's in this formation and he motions this guy over to kind of give himself a little bunch. Oh, nothing's open. Great usering. Great defensive play call. 4th and 8. Gonna make this Seahawks team settle for a field goal. And now the 49ers are in a position to tie this ball game up after starting, not as hot as they'd like to. Seahawks kick this off. They're going to kick it to the corner as well. I assume he will. Yeah, we'll assume Webster's just going to catch this, take a knee. I think that said Webster. '49ers with the ball here. Let's see what Morty's approach is. My guess is we're going to keep feeding CMC. I mean, he's been absolutely eating. What are we doing with the camera here? Okay, wait. Oh, interesting. We're just depending on the play. We like to switch up the camera look here. Oh, okay. CMC handoff needs to beat one man. Beats that man. My goodness. 8 rushes, 156 yards. This feels like one of those prime CMC games where who knows if he's ever going to be stopped. I mean, the blocking has been, stupendous, no doubt about it. But I tell you what, he's breaking tackles left and right now. Another handoff, and again, like I said, he can't be stopped. That looked like it was going to be a loss, but just a really shifty little juke to bounce that forward for 3 yards. I mean, that's a special play if you ask me. Morty's looking a spot change. I know that changing the camera angle so you can get a better view depending on the play call. I wouldn't be able to do it. I feel like that would mess with my head. I wish my ball got pulled earlier. I'll pull your balls earlier. Might be Debo here. Debo is open, but he's going to go to who else other than CMC? Wisely probably just, runs out to the right side there, gets a first down. I think that said McMillan was 3 for 4 for, it was either 30-something or 40-something yards. McMillan, when he's needed to throw it, has been efficient outside of one early throw where it looked a little dicey. That time the Seahawks had an answer for McCaffrey, able to kind of clog up the hole in the middle of the field. Play action. Great blocking. Drops back way too far. Don't need to drop back that far. McMillan's just going to have to throw this away, and he does. That was a case of dropping back so far that it makes yourself out of the play, right? Like, I mean, that was a 20-yard drop back, and it's like, you're giving yourself a 60-yard throw, basically, because of all the routes that were on the field. 3rd and 8 here. I'm not sure what the wind situation is like, but some yards are dire here, so you can at least answer with a field goal. But this might be opportunity to use a coach decision. We will see a litany of adjustments here. McMillan. Oh, a great little comeback. Kind of, was that a comeback or an out route? I'm not sure which one it was. But or maybe it was that stock fates. No, because that had to be a comeback route. Just a great time for that play. Pick up a big first down. Dan says comeback. That's what I thought. That's what it looked like with that. That's, you know, where they kind of head towards the sideline there. Quick throw to McCaffrey. Can McCaffrey? Oh, he gets. Oh my. I mean, McCaffrey is putting on a show right now, folks. Give Morty credit. I mean, he is getting absolutely sticky. Does the little hezzy into the right, the hezzy juke right, and then back to the outside, and the Seahawks defender just melted. I mean, his ankles were broken. What a response here. Now let's see. Do the Seahawks, the Seahawks got a double dip situation here, right? Allen and the Seahawks have a double dip situation they can get here. So if you're him, you just got to think, I need points here. Need points in this drive, right? Because Allen gets ball at half. So you need points. You think, let's get a good drive, use all the clock, and in with points. Whether that's a touchdown, whether that's, I mean, you'd love a touchdown, but a field goal is just as good, but because you can go then on your next drive, get a touchdown, you're up 10. Justin Fields shotgun snap, looking like it's going to be a little end around kind of jet pass there. Not much though. Good play by the 49ers defense to shed their blocks, get after the carrier there, and bring him down. Justin Fields trips look. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Oh, steps up pretty aggressively. Great pocket presence, DK Metcalf. Does he have the speed? He's got one man to beat to get to the corner of the end zone. Oh, gets brought down. Honestly, probably helpful. Because he stays in bounds. If I'm Allen here, I'm using every bit of this clock. I am not snapping this ball until 1 second left on the play clock, because Morty's got 3 timeouts. You don't want him to have any opportunity to get this ball back and score. Great pocket presence though out of Allen. Gonna hand this off to Feliz, Navidad. Hey. Feliz Navidad. Hands it off to Feliz. Able to bring it down to the 1. It did look like he snapped that a little early. Morty still not calling a timeout here, which is confusing. So again, please don't snap this. He snaps it early. Okay. Achane scores. But again, let's put a pin. Let's put a pin in that moment right there, folks. Let's put a pin in this moment right here. Minute 40-ish on the clock. Clock running. Morty doesn't call a timeout. We snap the ball without letting the clock run down. Doesn't get in the end zone. We snap the ball again without letting the clock run down. Leaving Morty a minute left with 3 timeouts. Let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that. In that clock management. I get the juice, the mojo. You know, you want to score. You want to just keep moving, get in the end zone. But let's put a pin in it. Let's see what McMillan and the 49ers can do here. McMillan takes a shotgun snap. Probably going to have B. Great read. Does get it to him. Oh, and able to break a tackle. Honestly, looked like that was going to be one of those hits where he gets, hit and then drops the ball, but actually gets hit and then breaks a tackle. Goes no huddle. Interesting decision. I would have called a timeout, but I'm not the coach here, and I'm also not in the playoffs. Going to hand this off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey able to make one man miss. Gets a little sticky. Gets out to the outside. Gets out of bounds. 29 seconds left on the clock with 3 timeouts. Maybe that's why I'm not the coach and not in the playoffs. Quick breather after that one. McMillan here, though, and the 49ers. Again, what'd I say? We put a pin in that moment before half. McMillan drops back. Not much open. Gonna go to Ayuk. Risky throw. Those down the field throws like that. 2 guys in the area needed to be on the money. McMillan threw it a little bit behind him. Could have been picked. Is this a big nickel look here? Safety kind of came down. Looks like Morty's kind of shifting some things around, see what he can find. Goes quickly to Samuel. I think I I think that's one of those ones where he's in a 4 verts and he thinks Debo is just going to keep running that vert, right? But Debo breaks off and kind of slants it into a post. And Morty, I don't think, was ready for that. Like right when he threw it, he's slanting into that post. And it almost got picked. 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. He's got McCaffrey wide open. And wow! McMillan again with an underthrow. Not able to get it. Oh, wow. 2 bad throws by McMillan. Not able. I mean, that is a touchdown if you just put enough on it, but underthrows it just barely. And the Seahawks able to get their hands on it. 8 mile an hour of wind behind them. 64-yard field goal. You know what that means, folks? It's good. Hashtag High Council. So after a really promising start to the drive for the 49ers, only able to get a field goal. But again, I don't want to repeat it too much, but let's put a pin, right? Let's put a pin. Put a pin in that moment before half with Allen when Allen had the ball. Put a pin in it. Put a pin. Justin Fields, 10 seconds. Just going to hand this off to Achane to see if anything can happen. Oh, that's probably going to be a hold, my guess. If you're Morty, you accept this. Okay, he declined it. I'm not sure why you declined that. Justin Fields shotgun snap here. We got 3 to the right. 3 to the left. I said 3 to the right. We'll figure it out which one's the right, which was the left. Regardless, that's going to be a handoff to Achane, and that takes it to half. 24-20. Seahawks with the lead. So far, this has been a great game, right? I think Morty's rebounded really well. He's responded really well. Allen, really came out of this game firing, made a bunch of good defensive stops, was moving the ball with ease on offense. And Morty has really kind of adapted, right? He's made some nice plays on defense, and he's done what really this team is built upon. And that's, let's get the ball in the hands of our playmakers, right? That's the 49ers team. Ayuk, Debo, McCaffrey, Kittle. Shout out Boz. Love Boz. Boz bets. Units. Money. Gambling. Sports betting. Anyways, we get the ball into our playmakers' hands, and they're making plays. Handoff Achane. Wow, lots of room here as he's going to make one man miss with the juke, but jukes into a horde of 49ers. Gets brought down, though. Goes no huddle. Interesting decision here again. Must like what he sees here in the defense. I don't know if that was an audible or just a motion. Regardless, Fields going to drop back, head Achane for a second. Must have been looking down the field. Fields going to use those legs. Then throws it up to Achane. Great throw. Fields makes one man miss. Achane makes... Oh, I was about to say makes 2-man miss, but not able to break the last tackle that would have allowed him to waltz his way into the end zone. But regardless, what a play by Justin Fields. Needed to be a perfect throw. Heads up play there. Wasn't a playmaker as far as we know. Check the tapes. Achane heads up play though, breaking up the field as Fields was kind of climbing that right side as he saw kind of all the players start to attack the quarterback. Those are the ones where you wish you had playmaker because your player doesn't always go do that. But that time, Achane with the awareness, the play rec to go do it. I know play recognition's not an offensive stat, okay, guys? Fields just going to have to throw us away. 3rd and goal. Can the 49ers come up with a stop here? This would be rather huge. This would be a rather large stop here to hold them to 3. because this is beginning to feel like the type of game where every possession matters, right? There hasn't been any mistakes thus far. Hasn't been any mistakes, and this really feels like the type of game where we watched the pause. I'll call this play really quick, 'cause that's gonna be a handoff. Oh, had the angle route, had the Texas wide open, but just kind of I think maybe feeling the pressure, not the pressure, but kind of feeling the need to feed the beast that is DK there. But there was, two guys in the area, gets swatted and almost gets picked after the swat. Gonna have to settle for a field goal, but the angle route again was wide open. I think he was just kind of staring down DK on that play. Maybe pre-snap saw something that he thought he liked. But great play by the 49ers. But anyways, you watch some of these playoff games, like I think, when we watch Falcons versus Vikings, that was one where like there was just a lot of like kind of weird turnovers, a lot of weird plays where it felt like, each guy was going to be in it, right? Didn't feel like if another pick happened, the game was necessarily over, because it felt like, a fumble could happen or this could happen. That just was the vibe of that game. Whereas this one right here has been very clean. Both guys, really haven't made too many mistakes, and there hasn't been a turnover yet. Recapping my brain. Yeah, I don't think there has been one yet. Outside of their, McCaffrey did get that fumble, but, the 49ers luckily were able to scoop it up. So, regardless, again, like I said, this is going to be, I think, just one of those games where you have to keep being efficient. You can't make a mistake, as that's going to be a handoff to McCaffrey to get 3 yards. Looked like it was going to be a little bit more, but honestly, a good job by the Seahawk defense there to get after the ball carrier. Another under center look here. McMillan going to be always going to have, Ayuk wide open on that little kind of deep drag route there. That's a flanker drive. Nice little play there. It's like, that's a drag that kind of gets deeper as it crosses the field. Nice little play call. As I was able to pick up a first down. I like that. Again, under center working well for the 49ers here. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gonna flip this play. McMillan, play action. Gonna have George Kittle. There it is again. Does George have the wheels to get there? White tracking him down, able to make the tackle, but gets it all the way down to the 6. And folks, if I were to guess, I think we get a healthy serving of the man that is known CMC. The man that is known as CMC. I think we get a healthy serving here. Just kidding. We're going to get an RPO to Deebo Samuel, and Deebo Samuel's going to fight for yards and lose. No, never mind. They gave him the forward progress there. I thought they were going to get one of those ones where he steps. Oh, okay. Tensions are rising a little bit there between Deebo and one of the Seahawk defenders. I thought he was going to step out of bounds and lose yards, but he didn't. Regardless, 2nd and goal. What do the Niners have here? It's going to be a handoff, and there is so much room. McCaffrey doing what he's done all game long, and that's running for touchdowns. Air horns. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to press it. It was a little too late, so I didn't press it. '49ers tie this game up 27-27. This is it right here, folks, right? This is prime time football. This is playoff football. This is divisional football, right? 2 division mates know a lot about each other. These matchups are always gritty, always tough. You pick up on each other's tendencies, what the others want to do. These are the matchups that we live for. Niners having a hard time picking a defense. Finally picks it there. It looks like maybe Morty might be in man align. Risky throw. Oh, could have been picked. Wow. Was that Oliver? I think that was Oliver. That was the closest defender. I mean, if he just attacks that ball, that is probably a house call. regardless, a big stop for the 49ers defense, but that's a frustrating one nonetheless. Justin Fields making adjustments. Is it window dressing or is it for real? It is for real. And I said handoff and I didn't mean it because my brain malfunctioned. But anyways, a throw to DK Metcalf down the field. Great read there by Allen. So far, really this 49ers D-line not getting home, probably like Morty would hope for. You'd really hope Nick Bosa has an answer soon, able to get after Justin Fields. Great user play there by Morty to get Warner in the area and make the tackle. 2nd and 8. Gonna audible. Gotta make sure to not do too many here. Allen did that earlier. Did one too many audibles. Morty again, unconventional look. Got both linebackers over here hovering on that side. Great usering. No, but just never committed. Never committed to going to get Achane. Just kind of floated in that area, right? Like he started on that side to kind of shut down, I think, like a quick throw to one of the tight ends, then floated to Achane, but then just kind of hovered in that area. Never committed to actually covering him. And Allen reads it perfectly. Great play, RPO to DK Metcalf, able to pick up about 15 for 18. Did that say for 388? There's no way that said 388, right? Was it 288 or 388? I don't know. It said a lot of yards. Both are a lot of yards. One is an absurd amount of yards. The other is a lot of yards. Handoff. Achane gets put on. Great cut stick tackle right there. That was probably what you needed, because that felt like one of those times where if you try to do a high hit stick, you're just going to bounce off or something like that. That just felt like one of those times. So great time for that cut stick. 2nd and 6. Do we see just a stretch or so? Okay, Morty wisely kind of shifts his guy out, but it's not going to matter. Nobody on that side. Let's hand it off and get it there. So that's the problem, right? I think Morty's been in man-a-line for most of this game. And that's going to be an issue right there. And that kind of, I think when we get down to the red zone, that might be the time where he wants to not man a line. I mean, maybe he's trying to kind of scare Allen away from doing RPOs and that type of stuff. But, I mean, that was, the easiest run of Devin Achane's life probably. Webster going to have to return this one. Going to try to run it to the outside. Does get to the outside, but there's a man there able to fight it to about the 17. Did his best he could on that one. That was a tough kick, right? I think he didn't want to really bring that one in, but maybe, I don't know, maybe his guy got kind of stuck under that. Morty's been doing pretty good at pulling his guy away and just letting that bounce in, but that time he returned it for some reason. I'm guessing it was unintentional. Morty looking through his audibles. Will he change the play? Looked like he did. McMillan takes a snap, play action, clean pocket, gonna go to Ayuk. I almost said Debo, but that's Ayuk. 11 for 16, 188. McMillan, again, efficient, doing everything he needs to do. Really only had the one bad decision early in the game, but it didn't cost him. Third quarter winding down here. Handoff. McCaffrey gets a block. Can he make one man miss? Yes. How many more can he make miss? Not anymore, as there was a whole heap of Seahawks defenders there to stop him. But ladies and gentlemen, put your clothes in the chat. You know what time it is. It's the witching hour. It's poor, it's let's get another poor hour. It's let's hand the ball off to McCaffrey. Just kidding. It's a play fake. Oh my gosh, that's a risky throw hour. That's what it is. Okay? That's what it is. I don't see enough fours, and that's making me angry. That's upsetting me right now. But anyways, I'm in the booth. I gotta shut that out. I have a job to do. McMillan gonna go quickly to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets a block by Ayuk and then just takes that to the edge and picks up a good gain there to get a first down. Ball on the 31. Hmm. 49ers quickly with a new play here. Interesting little play. Morty's always got these. Picks up the block perfectly. Kittle with all sorts of room. Stiff arm. Then gets brought down after picking up a few more. I tell you what Morty's been really good at so far this game is really kind of reading when Allen's sending pressure, right? Allen's one of these guys that sends blitzes and able to get a lot of sacks. And Morty's blocked, 6-7 guys at the right time almost every time. Risky throw, and it's incomplete. My goodness, that felt like just a disaster from the start. But luckily, the 49ers able to get away with just an incomplete pass and not a turnover. But anyways, it just Morty's done a great job of just finger on the pulse. Just snuffing out these blitzes. Is that's going to be a screen pass to McCaffrey? I'm surprised he didn't cut that inside, but anyways, it's not going to matter because special plays, special players. Shout out Sketch. Christian McCaffrey. I mean, this man cannot be stopped today. I mean, he might have 350 all-purpose yards in this game, and I wouldn't be shocked. He's got to have close to 200 on the ground and close to 100. I mean, by the end of this game, McCaffrey might have 350 all-purpose yards. Oh, there's Dan with a 4 in the chat. It's fine, Dan. I'm only upset that it's a little late. Fine. Gonzalez going to return that one, interestingly enough. Only brings it out to the 12. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left. Every decision right here matters, right? Clock decisions, play call, everything matters in these moments. Handoff, Achane, big play was at Bosa. Bosa finally making an impact. So far hasn't done much on the D-line, but they're able to get in the backfield, stop Achane for a loss. No huddle, something we've seen a lot out of Allen here. I don't know if I love that again. I don't know if they're frustration calls or if this is something he does consistently. Nothing open here. It's tipped at the line. Who was that? I don't think it was Bosa, and I don't think it was Armstead either, because I feel like I saw both of those guys at the end of the play, but tipped at the line, could have been picked. I tell you what, though, honestly, that was probably lucky for Allen because it really looked like that was going to be picked. When he threw that, there was a linebacker breaking to that ball. Morty showing pressure. Is he going to send pressure, or is this a fugaze? It looks like it's not a fugaze. Fields making a litany of adjustments, and there comes that pressure. Great usering, that's what you need to do, right? If you're going to send pressure, you just need to make the quarterback question himself for just long enough until those dogs get there, and that's exactly what Morty did. And the 49ers have an opportunity to take their first lead of the game with what's going to be just under 5 minutes left. Deebo Samuel making a big play right out the gate. And unless something catastrophic happens, these 49ers are already in field goal range. That didn't look like it was a great punt there. I don't know what happened. McMillan under center. Do they feed CMC? Yes, they do. CMC making one man miss. Gets hit. 197 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. And again, he's been just as effective through the air. McMillan gonna go to Ayuk. Ayuk, ooh, kind of runs into Debo there. Was trying to, I think, get on that block and then get to the edge, but kind of runs into him, and that forces him to the right side there. Regardless, picks up the first down. And if you're Morty here, I'll call this play. C-Mac. Oh, not able to make 35. Bradbury, not able to make Bradbury miss there. Great tackle by Bradbury. But if you're Morty here, I honestly kind of want to I want to get in the end zone quick, right? Because if Allen goes and responds, you want an opportunity to to respond back, because you're not going to be able to take too much more time off the clock. But I guess at this point you might as well use it all where he's at. And off McCaffrey not able to break the tackle. The Seahawks making 2 back-to-back really big tackles. So this is where I wish he would have went up-tempo a bit more, because if he settles for a field goal here, he's in a bit of a danger zone, right? Because Allen can kind of use all the time in the world and go down and try to get a touchdown and seal the game. So this is where I would have wanted to get in that end zone with 3:30 left, or 3 minutes left, something like that. But regardless, 3rd and 11, takes the snap, whoa! What a throw by McMillan! Able to absolutely thread the needle to Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel making a fantastic play. My goodness, what a throw, what a catch. 49ers touchdown. I mean, McMillan, after missing 2 big throws earlier in the game, what was that, in the second or the third quarter? I think that was the second quarter. Misses 2 big throws. Responds with an absolute dart. 41-34. 49ers take their first lead of the game with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. I mean, this is Morty, right? This is playoff football. I'm picturing a baby sleeping next to Cody. There is no baby. There's a wife upstairs. So that's my baby. That's creepy. That's weird. I won't do that anymore. I didn't like it. Anyways, Justin Fields and the Seahawks, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Do they have a response in them? Devon A-Chain able to pick up a big gain there of about 11, 12, 13 yards. No huddle. I expect we see this pretty much all drive. Justin Fields takes the snap. Gonna find Mikkel. Big throw, big catch. Does the clock stops here, right? Out of bounds. Doesn't, yeah. Under 4 minutes, fourth quarter? Under 3 minutes? Under 4 minutes? Yeah. It's one of those two. Anyways, great play there. Already in scoring position. Handoff, A-Chan. A-Chan probably should have just took that up the middle. Tried to get a little cheeky, see if he could bounce that outside. Didn't work. Fred Warner, big tackle. I was surprised we didn't see a no huddle there to try to get one more off before half. Or not half, sorry, the 2 minute warning. But I guess at the end of the day, I don't think there was enough time regardless. Justin Fields making a few adjustments here. 2 minutes left. 3 timeouts for the Seahawks. Down 7. What does this team have in them? Has multiple guys open. Somehow gets it down the field. Lucky moment there for the Seahawks, as he had, I believe it was A-Chan and whoever else was on the underneath that route there. Both guys in the flat were kind of butt naked, to be honest. Staring down the deep routes, gets hit, throws it, and was that Fant? Was that Fant that went and got it? I mean, that is a lucky moment if you're the Seahawks, and an unfortunate moment if you're the Niners. Nonetheless, football to play here, game to finish. Playoffs game to win. RPO, risky one again, knocks it out. If you're the Niners there, well, I guess, yeah, I didn't realize Morty was the one that caused timeout. That felt like maybe an early timeout call, but I get it. Handoff. Oh, decleated. I wouldn't call your timeout here if you're Morty. Yeah, I'd put the pressure. I'd put the pressure on Allen now. Oh, and he does call a timeout. Interesting. See, I think in that situation, 3rd and 12. Basically, it's 3rd and 12. I mean, he could get a first down, but feasibly, if he's picking up a first down, you think he's probably getting in the end zone, right? 3 more yards. So I think you put the pressure on him. I think a timeout helps Allen kind of breathe, pick his play. Nonetheless, the decisions were made. 3rd and 12, game on the line here just about. Not just yet. Obviously, we've got a 4th down decision yet to come if that's what happens. And there's a throw to Numa Fant. A risky one. Oh, no, that's DK Metcalf. A risky read, but again, DK Metcalf using that big body to his advantage just kind of boxes out the safety and gets the touchdown. Yeah, I agree, Lucky. I agree. Ballsy throw right there. I mean, that did not look open whatsoever. But, you know, we've seen Allen do that a couple times in this game. Just really kind of trusting Metcalf to go make a play. And it worked. But 1 minute, 33 seconds left. 1 timeout for the Niners, and we've got a Dan pause. We've got a Dan pause. Everyone buckle in. Buckle in. Let's sit here with the pause in silence together. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. We're locked in. We're focused. We're ready to go. McMillan, 1 minute, 33 seconds left. 49ers ball. What does this team have? Handoff, McCaffrey. Who else? Oh, jukes to the outside. I would have liked to see maybe an inside juke or him to just really kind of cut that in towards the middle of the field. Regardless, 2nd and 7. Got to be wise here with your decisions because you don't want to. Allen's got all 3 timeouts here. Oh, McMillan's going to get hit, and this is like I said, you have to be wise with your decisions and with the clock because now the 49ers stand to go. I think you let that play clock run down. I understand Morty only has 1 timeout, but I think you let that clock run down to about 10 seconds, that play clock. Play clock? Game clock? Which one? Anyways, he's going to find Debo, though. Debo able to get a first down. Wow, big play. I'm assuming we're going to see a no huddle here. We will see no huddle. Here we go. 50 seconds left, just about. McMillan, shotgun snap, no huddle. Going to take the ball. Oh, it's a blitz. Is he able to get out of the pocket? He is, but not able to get the ball down the field. He would have had McCaffrey, but McCaffrey really kind of, I think, got a lot of contact trying to make his way up the field. Refs seemingly, kept the flag in the pocket. They didn't feel it was illegal contact. Regardless, 48 seconds, 2nd and 10. Niners made a 64-yard field goal earlier. So not too much yards to get. That's Webster. Oh, he fumbles it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nightmare situation for the 49ers. Nightmare situation for the 49ers. Webster trying to make a play. Unnecessarily. Didn't need to. Just needed to catch that ball and get down. Oh, that's so frustrating if you're the 49ers. Like Lucky said, CFM fumble. It's just the game kind of dictating it for you. Oh, it's so frustrating, but not in field goal range yet. Gotta have some stout defense. Oh, I thought he fumbled. I thought it was a fumble animation. Highly unfortunate, as this is now probably field goal range. I'm not sure who the Seahawks kicker is, but I'm guessing this is close to. I would. What? He's in like nickel. I don't get it. Why was he in nickel? Why was he in nickel? Why was he in nickel there? As it looks like it's going to come down to a nice kick, folks. Just a heartbreaker for the 49ers. I mean, that is just so unfortunate. Morty really played a great game. I mean, I don't. Morty played a great game. That's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker. But game not over. We got a nice kick. Ice kick. Do we get a block? Do we get a miss? Jason Sanders. Lining it up. Kick is up. No block. Kick is good. And the Seahawks battle their way into the next round. Wow. Tough game if you're the Niners, man. That is going to be, as you see it from the head coach there, tough pill to swallow. Throwing the cup down. Justin Fields happy. Noah Fant, Seahawks happy. And the 49ers going home sad. As we've got Hawks versus Bucks, Bills versus Bengals in our next round. Championship
My
weekend.
Lord.
Championship week. Oh, as we've got. Who we got here? We got Alan in the chat, in the Discord. We'll go ahead and ask you, Alan, what's your thoughts on that game? I mean, that was a wild one.
That is exactly why I was trying to tell everybody I did not want to play Morty. We play so much to the point where I have to change how I play completely. And then, like, I literally almost just lost the jukebox alone, like, by itself.
Yeah.
Like, McCaffrey was his whole offense.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, it's just so tough, man. And he called the right players at the right times. I'm so glad I got that fumble because I feel like I should have had a bunch of picks that I dropped. But man, that was a heck of a game, man. Morty is a heck of an opponent. I told y'all, like, he is nothing to play with. Like, he's man, that was a good game, man. I'm just glad that we were able to come out top. I feel like we both played dang near perfect in a sense. It just came down to that turnover. So yeah, man, it was a great game.
Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, I that was kind of some of my sentiment in the booth, is that this game really just felt like who was going to make the first mistake or make the first big play in terms of, turnover. And obviously it came in the hands of that fumble, which is tough. That's one of those ones where it's just hard because, that the player kind of just breaks a tackle trying to make a big play, and you don't really necessarily have any say in the matter. But tough play nonetheless. But great win. Let me go ahead and head over to Morty. Morty, thoughts on the game?
I couldn't agree more. Definitely a great win. That one's kind of rough though, because I feel like I played pretty clean and still couldn't get the job done, at least on the defensive side. But I'm pretty happy with how I moved the ball. Like I feel like I can build on that. But as Alan said, it's very much just feeding CMC, and sometimes I get away with that, but I try to stick with it and help me out. But yeah, I mean, Allen really earned it. There was that really clutch drive he had to tie the game after I got my first lead going up by a touchdown near the end there. and I just so looking at some of the highlights now, so many close plays that throw at a sack, long completion right towards the end, and a
Yeah,
few other things. I feel like that the touchdown McCaffrey was so close to. Obviously it's a game of inches, and I had a lot in my favor as well. But yeah, those will haunt me for a bit. But yeah, I'm just after our last matchup, I'm glad I kind of competed, and I there was a part of me that didn't really believe I had a chance until like I actually had the lead towards the end there, and I was like, oh wow. And then I kind of felt the tightness, the nerves really creep in there. But yeah, I'm really happy with how I played overall. Like I feel like I didn't even throw a pick, which is I've always tried to say with this team. Like if I can limit the user mistakes, they'll carry me far. And I suppose the divisional round's pretty far, but still aspire for more. But yeah, it was a great game. Um, even in the middle of it, I'm like, damn, BLN. But hopefully they're enjoying this great game. And it's like
It were.
freaking out into yeah. So I'm glad to put on a show for you guys. I know sometimes I don't show up every single time, but yeah, it's always a battle with Alan. As you said, we've played so many times. I'm glad I got to catch him 3 times this season, and you know just slipped up on this one. And I good luck to him going forward. Good to have him represent NFC West.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great game out of both of you, and I agree with both your sentiments that like it really felt like there was each guy could have had a gripe about if this went my way or this went my way. It really could have changed the game. Obviously, it's going to be magnified by that fumble at the end of the game because that ended up being the just such a game changer where it's the nine you Morty are in position to score and then boom, all of a sudden the Seahawks are in a position to score. So just highly unfortunate, but a great game nonetheless. Going to be a tough pill to swallow for you, Morty, I'm sure, and then just time for Alan to quickly rebound. But quick question for you, Morty, before we go back to Alan, we close this out. But is there any plans as of now for kind of where to take this Niners team and kind of continue to elevate them?
Yeah, I still think the key for me is kind of just managing the depth and the contracts of all the OP players I have. And I'm aiming to keep pretty much everyone around. It's definitely going to get tough. Like I have a timer in terms of when I have to pay my quarterback. So I feel like that's going to change things up. So obviously trying to take advantage while he's cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's for me, it's just kind of making sure I don't spend too much on anything else except re-signing the guys I have. So,
Yeah.
likely a quieter than, well, a normally quiet off season for me ahead. But excited where this team goes. Obviously some of these players are on the older side, and it's kind of interesting. Regression will be a bit of a mystery. Just kind of see how it goes each off season and adjust from there. But not looking for too many major changes. I feel like I've kept the the core of this team around. Like if you look overall, I've only changed literally a couple pieces since the cycle started, and that's just a testament to the Niners and how well they started. So I was put in a good position. I'm just trying to live up to the you know the team that I got.
Hey, I feel you that, brother. As the Ravens user, feel that on a deep level.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to you. Great game, great season. Would have been easy to kind of chalk it up after missing as many games as you did, but finding your way into the playoffs and then beating Alex and then moving on to this game and really almost winning this game. It was a great season, and when Morty gets to the playoffs, it's always gonna be a problem. So shout out, Alan. Moving on to you. You've got a matchup with Dan, last year's Super Bowl runner-up. What's your thoughts on that matchup?
It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a really good game. Dan is very patient. He's a excellent passer. We played in regular season, and I got the best of him. But I mean, I just watched his last game, and he looks like he's locked in. He's good to go, man. I'm just grateful I came out. I think sometimes like I look at that first round bye and I'm glad I got it, but like home field advantage really doesn't matter. I mean, of course, like you get a week off, which is great, but in the meantime, like I haven't played Madden since my last regular season game. So it's like at that point I'm just nervous I'm gonna be rusty and things like that. But I think Dan is a great opponent. I think that game is a toss up. And just kind of circling back to my game with Morty, man, I'm still over here like shook, man. It was a great game. I'm just glad that EA decided to give me that fumble. Man, oh man. But it was a good game, man. And Morty is I tell him this all the time. He always says, "Man, I don't know." I'm like, "Bro, I don't think you understand. Like, you don't just have a good team. Like, you're a good player. You're patient. Like,
Hmm.
when you compare the two, it's dang near impossible to stop that team." And this is the first game I had 0 sacks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it was Morty is so smart. Like like that's why I was like, that's the one person I don't want to see because he knows how I get going and he knows. And so I'm just glad we were able to get by. I think this is definitely him and Cloud are definitely my two rivalries of the cycle. Just because, they're consistently good and I always see them. So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I hope all your players like decline. But yeah, man, it was a I can't wait to watch that one back. That was
Yeah.
that was an incredible game. And I look forward to playing Dan and hopefully. Oh man, I just remembered the last game we played last playoffs and he beat me because, and I'm not making an excuse, he's played a great game, but the facts are Justin Fields missed 4 wide open back-to-back-to-back passes that caused me to lose the game.
Mm.
And so now he's with abilities. I feel like he's fixed. We'll find out if that curse has been lifted when we play him. But either way, I think it's going to be an incredible game. Dan is no one I'm going to sleep on because he was in the bowl last year, so I always give him his respect. He's a great person overall too. So it'll be a fun game, and I'm looking forward to the future. Regardless of who wins out of us, we're winning the NFC. I mean, we're winning the Super Bowl. So
There we
I'm just
go.
putting that out there.
Calling
NFC.
NFC calling the shot. I love it. As a fellow AFC user, I love to throw some shade at the NFC. But also didn't make the playoffs, and I'm washed. So, but shout out to you,
Not
gentlemen.
washed. Stop, bro. It's okay. You can have a bad season. It happens.
No, but
It's fine.
no, for sure. I shout out to you gentlemen though. One heck of a game. Definitely. Another BL playoff classic. But that's gonna be it for us this evening. Thank you, gentlemen, and that is it for tonight. Go boy.
Thank you, man.